Welcome back to the AfterBuzz with your host, Brandon Coates.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I love the intro that Scott gives me. And we have a very special guest on this week's AfterBuzz. Ladies and gentlemen, Nico and Jimmy, local comedian here in El Paso.
Welcome to the show.
The big reveal.
Up? Hey.
Nico's been helping us out on the show.
Yeah.
Today, Nico did the Sprite Banana Challenge. Speaking of which, Scott, I have some video I need to send to you. Because idiot me wasn't paying attention to the cameras.
It sounds
and the live stream didn't get any of it.
Oh, nice.
Not a fucking thing. And I didn't notice because people are typing in the chat, can't see it, but nobody's paying attention to the chat because I was in the other room filming it.
Nice.
So
We
do have footage of it, though.
That's great. Then it's something to look forward to.
So Nico, is the stomach kind of...
I have gotten the tummy giggles or tummy
giggles?
My stomach is not being happy with me right now, and I'm not sure if that was the point of the challenge, just to make yourself like nauseous.
That's what some of the people were saying. Is that like it really is just going to give you a stomach ache? That's really all it does. But no, he and it wasn't what I was like from the videos that we saw. It's full on like projectile like fire hose. Whereas with Nico,
I just have a very good control of my stomach muscles. And
so you're I was gonna say, so you're the smartest man on the planet, and you have very good control of your stomach muscles. We're learning all kinds of things from Nico today.
Your stomach's fucked up, and you're hungry.
I'm so fucking hungry.
I could
right
feed
now.
you like a baby bird.
Which brings us to today's Urban Dictionary word of the day: hangry.
Hangry, when you're so hungry that your lack of food causes you to become angry. Frustrated, or both.
Yeah, I think we're bordering on fucking both right now.
I guess they couldn't go with the opposite of hangry, which would just be anger.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Fulgur? I'm Fulgur.
Fulgur.
Right now.
Basically I have to fast right now because I have to go get some blood drawn later for just like some routine tests and shit. So I'm like to the point where I'm like starting to fade out very gradually.
Like Marty McFly in the past.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like I was saying, like with Elaine when she was lack of sleep on Seinfeld and she's just kind of sitting there like completely zoned out.
Why do you have a lack of sleep? What did you do last night that kept you...
I don't know. It's not lack of sleep. Like I didn't go to bed till late because I had dinner with my girlfriend.
Well, that brings us to
Valentine's Day.
CW wants to know what we did for each of us for our Valentine's Day.
Nico, you
Good
got
recap.
some chocolates from your mom?
I got... My mommy loved me. She told me so in a nice card. And apparently I didn't know she loved me.
Did she whisper it in your ear?
No, but I guess
Nico.
I guess you need to give chocolates and a card to show somebody. So I didn't do that for anybody else. I just hung out with all the single friends that I have, I own.
That you own?
And, but it was weird. They all called me in different times. Like one friend called me in the morning. They were like, "It's Valentine's Day. Do you want to hang out?" Like, sure.
So did you guys like go out, like to bars and stuff?
Later. That was later. I had an open mic I went to.
Oh, how'd that go?
I do comedy sometimes. It was good.
We're going to come back to that really quick. We're going through the Valentine's stories.
Yes, stories. So what did you do? I just hung out with other single people.
I almost burnt down my apartment cooking dinner for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like truly. So I've never like.
You get props for attempting to even cook.
But here, like, I'm not a horrible cook. Like, I know how to make stuff. But for some reason, I've never owned a cast iron skillet. And I went and bought one yesterday because I wanted to make steak on a cast iron skillet.
Gotcha.
Wait. Why did you? What gave you the craving for steak off of a cast iron skillet?
I don't know. I think I saw a commercial or something that was like selling like cast iron skillets or something like that.
Did you season your skillet?
I didn't season the skillet, but I seasoned the steaks. And so I had that. I had asparagus, and then I had lobster tails in the oven. And like literally 5 seconds before she walks in the door, I went to put the oil in the skillet, and something like I watched a whole shit ton of videos to like make sure I got this down right. And the one I remember one of the videos, the guy was like, "Oh, it's perfectly okay. Like there's going to be some smoke when you add the oil. That's fine. Not that fucking amount of smoke." Like, it just went, and then when I went to put, like, I couldn't see, so I went to put the steaks in, and fucking, like, burning hot oil is shooting all over the goddamn kitchen, and that's right when she walks in the door, is this fucking hot mess that's occurring in the kitchen.
Amazing.
So we spent the entire night, like eating dinner and then watching some TV, just in this cloud of fucking
Putting burn ointment on.
Smoke. Yeah. So then this morning when I got up, I mentioned it on the air today, how you just kind of get used to like a smell or something. And I guess having slept through it and everything else, I got accustomed to this fucking wretched smell of burnt steak in my apartment. So then when I walked my dog this morning, and like the second I opened the door, I was like, oh, fuck, that's right. I burnt the shit out of that last night. It's in.
Your place was right.
It's fucking in there, man.
Next 2 weeks, man. Next 2 weeks.
No, Daniel, I specifically wanted to make it on a cast iron skillet. Like you said, you wanted to grill it, but no, it had nothing to do with the weather. I have a little grill. It's actually got a helmet for a top. Like a football helmet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it came like it's not mine. It came with the apartment. But I could have done that, but I wanted to make them on a skillet.
Joshua Fender went to a wine tasting, and now your boss knows what's up. Nice.
Kimberly says nothing smells more or longer than burnt popcorn. Yes,
yeah, burnt popcorn is pretty bad.
And I'm right up there with it. Burnt steak.
So
fucking right there.
Burnt Valentine's steak.
Oh, Lord.
So after all the hours of watching Food Network by myself, I think what you did was when you get a cast iron, you have to season the actual. It's basically burning off the whatever's on the skillet or oils or whatever naturally. You're supposed to put it into like the oven and let it burn a little bit.
What, the cast iron skillet?
You're supposed to season. It's called seasoning. It's like basically letting the metal and all the liqueurs heat up and get ready to be used.
Sounds like a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it is like, but the more,
even if it's a brand new skillet,
the more you
especially
you
you have to do it when it's brand new.
Yeah,
because the only reason.
Well, fuck, I didn't know that.
The only reason the skillet works is that it builds up a deposit of old like carbohydrates and stuff, and like it creates its own coating.
Yeah, so like every time you cook in the cast iron skillet, like it has its own flavor.
Yeah.
Fucking Nico, Bill Nye the Science Guy over here.
What's up? I'm lonely.
Who apparently facts. Too, he did the banana challenge earlier, the banana and Sprite challenge, and Daniel says that the best part wasn't the vomiting, it was the fact that we found out that Nico eats his bananas in a sexual manner.
That is true. I ate each of those bananas in one bite.
With his, and he had his tongue out too, like underneath it when he was doing it.
And then I kept slapping the other end of the banana while I was doing it.
And there, at one point when he was eating the second banana, his hand went like this, and I was like, "What the fuck are you?"
I was looking for a butthole, but I couldn't even find one.
All right, so we talked about what we did for our Valentine's Day. Scott, what did you do there, buddy? Should we swing the mic over to you?
Yeah.
So
please do tell.
I worked a little late last night, and we have a corporate visit coming up tomorrow, so I'm spread.
Oh, fuck, that's tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm spreadsheeting it, right? So like I'm getting all kinds of like, stats and metrics and all this other stuff so I can show to the boss.
Numbers!
And I'm
numbers that prove you're doing a good job.
I'm also math retarded, so it's not easy. So afterwards I get out of here, it's like 9:15, so like I gotta go get something to eat. And everything in this town shuts down like at 9 o'clock, so it's I see that Five Guys is still open. So I pass by Five Guys, and I'm like, I'm going to get a burger and some fries and pay a lot of money for it. So I get that, and I get my burger, and I sit down, and I'm starting eating. But it's at the end of the night, right? So the guys just want to go home. They're sweeping around me, and they're cleaning the grill. They're making it very clear, like, dude, get the fuck out of here. And I'm sitting there eating my burger, and I look around, and I realize it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
So you spent your Valentine's Day with Five Guys?
I did. I spent my Valentine's Day with all five of them.
All Five Guys.
And boy, can they cook.
That is a pretty sad Valentine's.
That is the worst Valentine's Day ever, yes.
It's so sad that it's good.
It is.
We have a question from Deadside for Nico asking if you are a touring comedian. You just did a kind of a West Coast
Deadside,
tour.
Sir. I just went to the Northwest where Brandon's from. It's home of the white people that they're actually born all there.
Holy fuck, yeah.
Actually,
growing up, I'm not shitting you. Like, in the area that I grew up, it was so fucking white that if you saw anybody like with dark skin, you legitimately thought that they were a Portland Trailblazer. Not joking. And what's interesting is that it usually was. I remember being at the mall, and there was this black guy there, and as we were like, me and my buddy are like, dude, that's Cliff Robinson. That's totally Cliff Robinson. And sure as shit, it's fucking Cliff Robinson. He had his hat on. Granted, you could kind of tell that it was an actual, like, you know, famous person because the way he had his hat, like, lower than normal, and he was kind of like he didn't really want to be, you know, super recognized. But yeah, that's literally the way it was when I grew up.
Yeah, it's nice out there. It's really rainy and green. We drove up 27 hours, and I had 3 casino gigs out there. So I am a touring comedian and an aspiring comedian to make money off of this.
Scott says he's splotchy as fuck because Daniel asked about his face being red, and the word splotchy just reminds me of Scrubs.
Do you have shingles?
Oh, God.
No.
Have you heard that?
I heard that's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
You have eczema, though. That's nice.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun. No, but the word splotchy just reminds me of Scrubs when in his head JD's going, don't say splotchy, and then Dr. Kelso walks up to him and he goes, splotchy, Dr. Splotchy.
I love Scrubs. That's actually the most accurate depiction of the medical field of any.
That's what I've heard. I got a buddy who married a surgeon, and when they were first dating, they got on that conversation, and he asked her, what is the most accurate show that depicts, you know, what it's like being a doctor? And Scrubs, hands down.
Scrubs, hands down. Everybody's not banging like in Grey's Anatomy.
I had a friend who went to med school, though, and that's what he did when they were late night.
Just bang everybody?
They would go in the back and bang in like some office somewhere. Ruined his marriage.
Wait, was the person conscious?
What's that?
Was the patient conscious?
No, that makes it even better. You know?
Flip them over. So you did the tour of the Northwest, and you ended up in Pendleton, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So the drive. Let me go through the drive. We went up through New Mexico, stopped off in Colorado, where my buddy picked up stuff that's legal there, and he used it to keep him going.
You mean Denver Broncos jerseys?
Yeah, Denver Broncos
Okay.
jerseys.
Yeah.
And so from Colorado, we drove through Utah, stopped in Salt Lake, caught a Mormon show, and a few coffees. Then we drove up to Boise, Idaho.
What's a Mormon show?
Mormon show? Like the Book of Mormon, or like Dancing Mormons?
It's more just like you throw out pennies and see if the Mormons will catch them.
I was thinking maybe like Maria Osmond came out and show for you or something.
No. And then we went to Boise, Idaho, Oregon, and then finally Seattle. So you're from Pendleton or no?
No, I'm from Portland. But Pendleton is
This is in Oregon.
Yeah, Pendleton is, and it's certainly the red part of the state.
Indians everywhere. Comanches, Apaches, they're everywhere.
But so Pendleton, they have I think it's the biggest rodeo in the Northwest is the Pendleton Roundup.
Oh, that's cool.
And the country station I worked at before I moved to El Paso, I had to read commercials for them, and their catchphrases, "Let her buck" or "Get her buck" or something like that.
Get her done?
No, buck. Get her buck.
Get her buck.
Let her buck. Get her buck. Fuck, I don't know.
My name is Buck.
I'm already starting to fade because I'm fucking hungry. Is Nico an employee of the station? No, he actually just comes in to help us out.
Yeah, I'm just a dude who likes other dudes. I mean, wait, hold on. Let me say that differently.
We did see how he ate that banana today.
I'm very friendly. Wait. Let me say that a little differently. I like coming here.
No, legitimately, Nico just he comes in to help us out, which is much needed because we're still working with a skeleton staff with just me, Buzz, and Joanna at this point. I mean, shit, there used to be 6 people on the show.
I love being the last resort. It is honestly very honoring.
And so Nico did kind of hosted the comic strip this past weekend for Steve-O. Dude, I fucking kid you not. Nico's face. So we went to the 7:30 showing. Buzz by the way, so Buzz calls me up at 6 something, and I'm already there. This is one of the first times in El Paso where I literally just dropped the name. I'm Brandon from the Buzz Adams Morning Show, and they just fucking let me in. In front of everybody else who was waiting in line. I felt like such a fucking
rock
jerk.
star.
No, I felt like such a fucking
star.
jerk. But I was like, I'm not going to complain about it. I have no problems feeling like a jerk, fortunately.
I'll live with it.
So we went in, and my girlfriend and I, we got right smack dab those middle seats. You know how there's the row that kind of goes in the middle there?
Yeah.
And we were
The
right
booth
there.
seats.
We were we weren't there. Like we weren't in the booth yet.
Oh, okay.
Like we were actually in the middle because I just that's where we were.
Scott, have you been to the comic strip, the El Paso comic strip before?
I have not been there yet.
Okay. So it has like VIP booths in the back, only like 2 of them.
Right.
And then the rest are like these floor seats that have little tables in front of them, but it fills up the entire floor.
Gotcha.
So I guess him and his date got there, cut the line, looking like rock stars, but they're just assholes. And then you sat down, then they reseated you?
Yeah, so as we were there, basically Buzz calls me up and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, we're sitting at the comic strip." And he was like, "Oh, I'm on my way." I was like, "Bullshit." Like I figured he was just calling just to kind of make sure that I got let in. And so he's like, "No, I'm on my way. I met this chick on Craigslist or whatever." And
On Craigslist.
so the whole time I'm like, bullshit. So I'm like, call Bart Reed, the owner of the comic strip. I was like, call Bart, have him come find me, and then I'll actually believe that you're coming here. Because Buzz was like, I'm on my way. You're supposed to be back in the booth in the far back. And I was like, bullshit. I'm like, we got primo seats. I'm waiting right here unless Bart comes and grabs me. So then sure as shit, out comes Bart. And Bart, takes us up to the booth. And that's when Buzz got there a little bit later. He missed your set.
Yeah.
Like a fucking dick.
Buzz hates my comedy. So
No, Nico did great. Like, Nico did fantastic. And then it was
Just to remind everybody, this was opening for Steve-O this last weekend on Saturday.
Yeah, 7:30 show.
Yeah.
So, like the hunger is taking over at this point.
The
Losing my
hunger!
train of thought.
So I opened up the show. Brandon got to see it.
And it's the first time that Nico had opened for Steve-O. You didn't do it Thursday, you didn't do it Friday,
No.
and this was the first show on Saturday. And so the way Steve-O ends his show, and I'll tell it here, basically he does the Buffalo Bill, tuck the sack back, that whole fucking
He
thing.
turns himself into a lady.
Yeah. and I wish I had like my phone like there ready to go, because once Steve-O is like done with the show and he puts his hands up, Nico starts walking from the right side of the stage and he just stops. Like he was not and like the look on Nico's face was like,
Well, it's because he's a lady still in the front, but he's a weird type of dude in the back.
I asked him if it looked like Gonzo because he said everything was flipped upside down. So you would imagine, you got the Franks over the beat or the.
Yeah, if you just imagine 2 butt cheeks and then some balls coming out of the bottom of the butt cheeks, and then there's this wang at the bottom of the balls, and you're like, that's not anatomically correct.
I'm shitting my balls.
So it was really funny. And then Steve-O got bitchy with everybody for smoking outside, and it was an entertaining show. Like Steve-O just kind of like seemed to have this almost like angry energy. Somebody here asked why Buzz was upset after the Steve-O interview. Deadside asked that. I don't remember Buzz being upset. I know that the interview kind of took a while to get going. But I thought the interview with Steve-O was fine. A lot of people thought that Steve-O, like, especially if you're watching it on YouTube, a lot of people saying that Steve-O kind of looked disinterested, like he didn't want to be there, like he was always on his phone and stuff like that. A lot of the guests do that sometimes. Like they get in there and they're farting around on their phone during the breaks and stuff like that.
It says a lot about a person when you have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Talking about Green Day, somebody asked, and
Is Green Day coming?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Jeez Louise.
I thought it was going to be when September ends.
No, that's Guns N' Roses.
Daniel asks, I missed the show. What came of Buzz's Tinder account? There never was a Tinder account. Like it was a way for us to do the bit of Buzz doing his "I like my women like I like my blank." He never actually had a Tinder account.
You should have been in those.
But it means we did our job pretty well, considering people were actually legitimately asking what's going on
You
with
probably
Buzz's
got
Tinder
people
account.
to sign up for Tinder just so they can try and hook up with Buzz.
That's something that I mentioned to him. I was like, God, I really wish that we could see if there are people who were actually joining Tinder just to see if you are there.
I want to hook up with Buzz. Find him on Craigslist.
Yeah, clearly.
Let me see here. Green Day tickets. We probably will. Javi, he's asking about Green Day tickets for here in El Paso. We probably will, but don't hold me to that. I'm not 100% sure, but we probably will coming up. On cam after the interview, Buzz looked upset, and you could see him mouth, "That's bullshit."
He was talking about Brandon.
That. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's usually complaining about me when I'm in his ear, telling him, "Hey, you got to take a fucking break, dipshit."
What do you think the Craigslist ad was?
For what?
Like for Buzz?
It wasn't. He was full of shit.
Yeah, but what do you think it would be though? Like,
The one that he likes?
Yeah.
Lonely, looking to go out on Saturday to comic strip.
No, it just says looking for a bear.
It was in the missed connections.
Yeah.
I was at the counter at Wendy's returning the burger because they put onions on it, and that's when I saw it.
And you ordered 5.
I knew it was meant to be.
Tell
me what I was wearing.
M for W. And I know that how?
I don't know.
How do you? If you're laughing, you know something too.
Maybe.
No, Buzz actually had a friend with him at the comic strip out there. It's somebody who I've met multiple times actually. Was a girlfriend? Yeah, dead side. Just in case you missed it, there was no actual Tinder account for
Joshua
Buzz.
Fender says we laugh, but you've actually seen Looking for Bear post. That probably was Buzz.
Fucking Buzz. All right, so then the other stories I was going to bring up today, like the whole reason I have to go get, I'm fucking fasting right now, is because I have to get blood drawn later, and it feels like so long.
Where are
since
the
I
thoughts going, Brandon?
ate. In my stomach? They're filling up my fucking stomach because
Where
it's
are
empty
your
right now.
ideas going?
But yeah, so then I mentioned this briefly on the air when I was at the doctor on Monday. They take you into the first room and they check your blood pressure and they do all of that fun stuff, and then they actually take you back to the other, to one of the actual doctor rooms. And after they did that, as I'm walking back there, I'm sitting down and maybe like a minute has gone by and the nurse comes fucking barging into the room and she goes, "We need to take your pulse." And I'm like, okay. And it's just that little clippy thing they put on your finger. Mm-hmm. So then she does that and I'm like,
pulse oximeter. Sorry.
Whoa.
This guy. And I was just kind of like, okay, why? And she goes, "Your pulse was 43. And I'm like, okay. Which is apparently like below 60.
You thought it was good. You thought you had superpowers.
Yeah. I was like, does that mean I can like hold my breath underwater for 2 hours or something like that? So yeah, so that was kind of the, what went on Monday. And then, I got to go get my fucking blood drawn today. And I was telling people in the chat earlier, I'm going to hit up like Popeyes or Panda Express, and I'm going to go Buzz on that menu. And I'm going to eat the fuck out of some
Chinatown buffet.
Oh, that sounds so good.
After a good fasting.
Yeah, actually does sound good.
After Ramadan. Everybody likes to go to Grand China Buffet.
Oh, I want food now.
Hi, Sonia.
Okay, if anybody has
Scott's
any other...
lonely.
If anybody... He spent Valentine's Day with 5 guys.
That's right.
If anybody...
That was the highlight of my day.
If anybody has anything they want us to bring up here, we're going to give you about 60 seconds to 2 minutes here. If there's any more questions you guys want to pop up into the old YouTube chat here. Deadside asks, what is it with Panda Express? Are you saying that because you don't like Panda Express? I fucking love Panda Express. You get the meal with the chow mein, you get the black pepper chicken and the mushroom chicken and 1 egg roll.
See,
fuck yeah.
I hope everybody saw where Brandon went wrong. He went for 2 chicken entrees, which is just repetitive.
No, hell no. I tried doing other ones.
1 chicken and 1 beef.
Nah, I'm locked in, man. Black pepper chicken, mushroom chicken. And now you can go with a third, like the Angus beef, if you would like to do that as well. And considering how fucking hungry I am right now, I might get 5 entrees. Who knows? I'm gonna be like showing up tomorrow, and I'm gonna look like just fucking fat and bloated, and just like a pig in shit.
I'm hungry.
David says he'll take Whataburger over 5 Guys. I don't think I've ever had 5 Guys. I've had Whataburger, but I've never had 5 Guys.
It's fine. It's expensive for no
Whataburger?
reason. Yeah.
Like
no, Whataburger is cheap and delicious and.
Or no, yeah, I'm sorry, Five
But I
Guys.
just eat it
See,
so often.
the fucking hunger, and now we're talking about food. It's only making me hangry.
I just eat Whataburger so often. It's like I got to do something else. And Five Guys was still open. So.
Do we like sushi? Kim,
all
I
five-
love sushi.
All Five Guys were open, so I said I got to take advantage of that.
Get on his knees, make like a circus.
Who was that sixth guy?
Sushi, yeah.
Chinese finger cuts.
Oh God, it'd make it look like a Did you like the sound effect too? Sploosh.
Really, really helpful.
Sushi, I dig sushi. I'm a spicy tuna guy.
Is everybody hungry right now? Are you?
Yeah.
Is everybody just ready for lunch?
Pick a place. Let's all go meet.
Yeah, I'm
Just
so
meat.
fucking glad this is how the AfterBuzz was going.
Yeah.
Talking about food. What happened to the karate video, Scott? What happened to the karate video?
Man, that's a great question.
The karate video got put down. It was.
It's there. It's just one of those things.
It was like some boring dog that just got
Look,
put
people
down.
keep slapping each other in the face with fishes and shit. Like, shit's gotta get done.
Somebody, eating 2 bananas and drinking a 2-liter of
like-
Sprite and.
Throwing up. I think it sounded bad. I think it sounded worse than it probably looked like.
Yeah, I think so. It smelled.
So I didn't smell. I didn't smell anything.
Oh,
But that's just gonna.
that smelled so
it's like-
fucking gross.
It's probably like smelling your own fart. Like you can't.
Oh, but you like your own brand.
You
I
can't-
mean,
Everyone loves their own
You
brand.
can't
baby.
recognize it. I think.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, like that, the smell, like when something smells so bad, and
And
then
the gut rot.
you're not even like you're away from what was creating that smell, but you can still fucking
I
smell
don't-
it.
And then he told me to put it in Kaplitz's office.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, we were actually.
I like that.
Buzz tried to get me to put the fish in Cap's office last week, I think it was, and I did.
He just took that home yesterday.
The fish?
Yes, like I just
Buzz
I'm
did?
taking it out of the fridge yesterday.
Gross.
Guard your cars, gentlemen, and guard your car keys because you never know where that thing's gonna fucking end up.
Shit, man, that's horrible.
But yeah, so I put it in Cap Luch's office. I put it like up on the shelf, like behind the TV.
What do you think smelled worse, the fish after that long, or the vomit?
The vomit. Hands
This
down.
guy has a week. He has a week.
Wow.
It was so fucking
It
gross.
was a little weak. It was
Oh
just
my
a
God.
little vomit. It was nothing. It was a little.
No, I'm not saying it was a ton of vomit, but just that mixture of smells, banana and Sprite.
It's like a banana Tic Tac.
It easily helped me with having to fast today because I can tell you right now, I was not fucking hungry for like an hour after that.
Daniel wants to know if anything came out of your nostrils.
Did any of you come out of my nostrils? No, not really. It was mostly Sprite, and I've had enough drunk nights to control my vomit at this point.
Impressive.
Oh, see, if I'm drunk when I throw up, I'm not controlling shit, man.
No, it's like
It's like
projectile.
the fucking. There was. Oh yeah, it's bad. I haven't thrown up in a long ass time.
It's
Thank God.
like Michael Richards getting hit with the fire hose in the Weird Al movie. You know?
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah, fucking seriously.
UHF.
There are nurses every day who have to deal with way more smells, like
Yeah, well,
True.
all fluids.
I think that if you were to like provide like smells to people and be like, hey, here's what banana and Sprite smells like, most people would be like, that's fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy shit. And I like both bananas and Sprite. Apparently not together.
Well, we should have just done a control, like just put the bananas and Sprite together and just see what happens without the stomach.
Like in a bowl. Just
Yeah,
like kind
And
of
just
put them in
see
a bowl.
what reaction
If it
happens.
starts to sizzle or something, or I don't know.
It's not going to turn aluminum into gold or anything.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's my train of thought.
Oh, I thought
Sonia, I
thought
do
you
need
were
help.
farting.
No, I'm fucking zoning out, man.
He's blacking out. So Sonia says, if I need help driving all these comedians around, you can help. Yes, I do. We're all poor and broke. And
You are kind of Bart's bitch. Sometimes, aren't you?
Bart's bitch. Everybody says that to me about but I'm not Bart's bitch. It's just I do a good job.
You should get a shirt though. that
I
says
do a
that.
decent job.
What was the other shirt that we were going to have made?
I don't remember.
I remember, and I'm the one that's hungry. Remember? Hey, a blowjob's still a job.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
that's
That's
right.
right. That's right.
You know what Bart did do for me? Because he had me up for a few months when I first started, and then he gave me an award after one set.
He gave you an award?
Yeah, he printed out an award and
Oh, like a fake.
yeah, and then put a candy on it. It said, "To Nico for coming up with a funny joke finally."
Jesus, there was that reminded me of when Steve-O was on stage. And so Steve-O would use music and stuff during his set. And apparently Bart mixed up the music.
Oh, that was
And
so
Steve-O,
funny.
And Steve-O fucking bitched him out from the stage.
Wow.
Hey,
He
sound
was like,
guy.
hey, for the next show, do you think the sound guy could get the fucking music right?
I made fun of Bart after that so bad. It was hilarious.
Did he say what happened? Like,
Yeah,
did he just have it on the wrong
yeah,
track?
he just fucking messed it up. But Bart always bitches at me when I go up sometimes, and he'll play like circus music for me to come up to, or he'll do some other kind of shit, and I'm always like, "You're gonna mess up one day."
Phil wants to know why we didn't wait for him. Sorry, Phil. I'm fasting, and we need to get this thing over fucking fast.
We started.
You see what I did there?
We
Bad
started
jokes.
60 seconds early.
That's true. We actually did. All right. So I think we're about good. Scott, was there anything else that you? Wait a minute. There's your Scrubs reference too. Is remember Floating Head Doctor?
Hello, how can I help today?
Fucking weird. All right. Well, then on that note, everybody thank Nico Adjimian. Yeah.
Yeah, Nico Adjimian at Facebook and Instagram. Please friend me. I like friends. I need friends.
I don't think I have you on Instagram. Hold on, buddy.
Nico Adjimian. That's ADJEMIAN. Spelled like adjective, but not at all. And
Where do you? It's
oh,
at,
Tinder me too. I'm
at what?
at Nico Adjimian.
At Nico. Ad. Is that you right there?
Yeah.
Look at that goofy bastard.
See,
You
that's
gotta
what it's like to
follow.
find somebody on the social media.
There you go.
Show that.
That's what I feel like later. Like it's true. Like I feel like Marty McFly in that goddamn
Slowly,
picture.
look, he's slowly disappearing.
Yeah. And then I'm gone. Poof! On that note, thank you, Nico, for coming in. Anytime you
you,
want, you are more
guys.
than welcome on any AfterBuzz if you'd like to come in.
Oh, thank you very much.
And
I'll bring beer next time because I like to
Oh,
drink.
please.
Yeah,
There we go. And I won't be fasting next time.
I won't be fast.
Are you going to be in tomorrow? Are you driving in?
yeah, I might drive in Monty.
Monty Franklin. Yes,
yeah.
he's a comedian that's going to be at the comic strip this weekend. And
From
Nico
Australia, mate.
will be bringing him in. On that note, you guys have yourselves a glorious fucking day. I'm going to go die.
All right.